Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy, go. It's always getting things fixed in the morning. There we go. Fix my camera. Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I found my shirt. It's a passion, not the talent. I've had that. I've lost it. I found it. So, oh, let me see who's all here, guys. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Greetings, all prop makers. Hey, Daniel. Here with the Halloween spirit. Already told everyone about the elements from videos. Hey, Kathy. Good morning. We have got Kevin here. Thank you. Hey, Jesse. Oh, it's coffee time. Got Brian. Got David. Got James. Got there's Becky. Coffee. Oh. Yes, the router is up and running and working. Thank you so much. Morning, everyone. And David, thank you. Yeah, guys, today, I'm actually going to try to it's fun last. It's right. It's run fast, run fast, fly high, and punch hard. Got it. What we're going to do today is we'll get back on this alien head. When I started this adventure, I wasn't going to make a tutorial on it. It's just me something I wanted to do, and there's really no pattern for it out there. And so, but I thought I might start documenting a little bit. I'm working on the alien egg video right now. I'm getting back on that. I'm going to do but I think I might do a little intro and start to document some of the build of the alien head, because I photographed all this stuff when I started. So I have all these photographs of me building this when I think I started. I thought I might make a video about the journey of making this, so I can make this video, make it into a video, maybe. I don't know. So I thought I'd start recording some bits and pieces of it. I mean, I can go back and grab the archive footage of things, but anyway. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just babbling to myself. Let's get ready here. Hold on. I need to make some room at this table really quick. Sorry, I was running a little late today. All right. I went to a friend of mine's Halloween party last night. It was a lot of fun. They did a great job, and they did something that was super cool, and I'll share with you guys real quick. They did for their backyard. It was a pretty decent backyard, and they did this zombie silhouette that was kind of cool. I'm like, it's just a silhouette of these zombies, and when I was like, they had the lights off, it looks so cool. That's kind of a blurry picture. Let's see if I have a better one. Yeah, here you go. And it just was backlit. They put it in their backyard. And it was just a cool thing that... Yeah. That's lit in their backyard. It was like they had it silhouetted, cut, and lit up. Isn't that great? Just like... And it was full size. I thought, what a great idea. It worked really well in the backyard when it's dark. You know, just... Okay, let's get to it. Let me grab my alien head, because we got some work to do today. All right, here we go. Alien head. I found it works better when you have it on the actual head too itself. So let's do this. Turn this around. Okay. Yeah, I might have table. Let's just slip this off the head for now. So take this off. Put the head on the floor. And put the head on the table like this. Alright, hold on. Come up. I gotta take these brushes downstairs and clean them too. Okay. Yeah, you can tell I'm awake. Okay, hold on. Let me check the camera. That's it. Okay, great. Okay, what we're going to do today, guys, today we have the alien head. I'm just going to start recording, and let me just do a little intro for you guys. So I can eventually make this into a video. I think this would be something to do eventually. Right? What's the heart? Oh, did I work on the Ed Gein movie? No, I knew. It's so funny. Did you guys watch it like I did? My wife and I really liked it till the very end. Like, it got so silly at the end. And I think the makeup of transforming the actor to look like Ed Gein was good. And then there's this whole thing where we see them when they're supposed to be 70 years old. And they made no attempt to make old age makeup on them. I'm sure the guys doing the makeup did. But they didn't do anything to make him look older, to make him look like he's 70. Because doing something like that is such a skill set. There's a guy who did like Churchill and other movies. There's like, it takes a lot of some serious craftsmanship and makeup to make people look really old with the sags and stuff like that. It's good, Becky. Here's the thing. There's an interesting twist of telling this. They did instead of making the guy directed did an interesting twist of telling his story. So but it's definitely worth watching. It's interesting. I learned some stuff. I mean, I want to go back and do some facts checking because sometimes I'm like, what, really? But anyway. Oh, I looked at old pics of him. He didn't look that old. Nope. See. I think the beef, it wasn't so much with him, was with the girl that comes to visit him. There's a girl that in his life when he was younger comes to visit him when he's locked up, and that's what she looked. That was anyway. Okay, I digress. Let's get down to business, shall we? Don't give me some tangent. All right, let's talk about Alien. And start recording. Hello there, my fellow makers and foam fanatics. A long time ago, I started making an alien head. I found a Pepakura file of the head. Somebody patterned it and took it and figured it all out and kind of transferred it into foam. And so that was a great way to start. So I went ahead and built it. Of course, when you take Pepakura and paper, there's a lot of translating what's going to work and what's not going to work. So I went ahead and built it out of some scrap foam I had in my shop. And then from there, I was able to take the patterns, alter them a little bit, and remake them out of some high quality cosplay pro foam. And then I got it to a little bit more stable. And then I started changing what I didn't like, fixing the mouth. I think the head was too long, made it shorter. And then I kept debating what I'm going to do for detail, and ended up found some really great photos of the actual head they used from the movie, and I know they ended up using them for Aliens. And James Cameron, when he made Aliens, he took the dome off, because originally the alien had a clear dome on its head, and then James Cameron liked it without the dome on it, so he took the dome off and became the Alien Warriors. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm going to go ahead and make that head to look like the Alien Warrior head. So I went ahead and blocked out, did a lot of alterations and a lot of stuff in the show. And Giga would take real tubing and stuff and stick things on his head. And for me to make the alien the way I wanted to make it, I wanted to keep everything light. So instead of using like real plastic tubing, I would just replicate the tubes using EVA foam and crafting that myself. So I did. And even the gas siphon on the side of his head, there's a little detail on the alien's midsection of his head, which is actually a 70s gas siphon pump. They just stuck on there and molded, which I love. So I really made it as accurate as possible to make a foam version of that that's on his head. So I got that as well, and that's all done. So today, I got you guys up to speed. We're going to start patterning the top of the head with all the detail on it, which is right here on the images, which when you're working, I always find it's best to print out images you want to have. Instead of grabbing your phone or an iPad, and you're just going to get glue and dust and dirt all over it. Just go ahead and grab the images you'd like to work with, print them out, spray mount them onto a piece of foam core with a little bit of a stand on it so you can just look at it while you're working. So I have these great images of the actual, one of the heads from Alien. We're going to use the reference to reproduce the pattern on the top of the head. So that's what we're going to do today. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. All right, camera, stop recording. I bet my fill of weird neighbors. Let me move my camera up a little bit higher for you guys here real quick. All right. Yes, do this. Yeah, I think this will work. There we go. Let me move the camera up for you guys real quick. That's not bad. That's good size, guys. Here you go. Wait. It took me so long to get this thing adjusted where I could get this table as high as I need to make it. All right, fantastic. Oh, crap. Hold on. I forgot to start my Twitch stream, so. Ooh, sorry. Microphone, guys. Hey, guys, how you doing today? Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are doing the alien head today. We are patterning out. Let me move my phone real quick. The detail we have here. I went ahead with a Sharpie and drawn this all out. And what I will explain this here too. Let's go ahead and start recording. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. Dave goes, we're getting a few peak. Yeah, that's right, David. Hey, Dave. Yeah, thanks for showing it. Yeah, this is pretty much my setup, my live stream. This is my shop. And I had some friends sometimes come over and go, wow, your shop looks so much bigger on video. I said, 99.99. Becky just resubbed. Thank you, Becky. Resubbed on my Twitch account. Becky, thank you so much for your continued support. That is very kind. Thank you. Wow. No, Beck. I hope we see each other again. I think we will, right? We're talking about maybe, possibly. We can't say 100% sure. I don't know yet. Anyway, okay. I digress. Let's get down to business. Let me get my Sharpie. And Yeah, Becky, me too. I hope so. Let's get some poster board really quick because I'm gonna need that when we start making some patterns. So hold on. I got some scrap poster board here. Yeah, this is perfect. Good, good, good. All right, good, good, good. Okay. So. All right, here we go. Start recording. Okay, what you can see here is everything's been fabricated out of foam, and I went ahead and put on some frog tape and masked everything on. This is how I like to go ahead and make my patterns. Again, I don't know how we existed without foam clay, but all this stuff I did out of foam, I knew I wanted to have like consistency of it, so I made this tube out of foam, and this on the other side too as well. But the fill in the nooks and crannies and just making it look more organic, I couldn't have done this without foam clay. This stuff is just amazing. So I filled this all in on both sides. I'm in my little foam gas pump thing here. So we have our patterns right out here. So the plan is I'm going to take a craft knife. We're going to cut this all off. But before we do that, I went ahead and took a white marker and I'm making marks of where these patterns are so that I know that when I go to make patterns and cut these pieces out of foam and flip them, they'll go on the exact spot they need to be on the other side. So that's what I'm doing right now. So let's get my craft knife. This is this line right here, which again I have a little sculpted replica of the alien warrior head, and you can see there's a part here with a tubing, which is also you can see in the original work here. They had some tubing that ran up right behind this divot here and came back, and that's what I'm using from this. So I'm going to cut that on this line and transfer that. Wow. Thanks, Becky. We'll chat. Okay. Now, we have this. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this guy. And of course, I'm using a sharp craft blade. This line right here is where the tubing's going to go. Okay. Oops. Here. Now, this part here. There we go. Here. It's all gonna be smooth. Let go. Okay. Now we have this white marker. I'm going to make this line. And this is going to be the line for the tubing. because I have to know when I make these foam pieces. I'm gonna have these patterns. I'm gonna turn them into patterns and then cut them out of foam, and then I'll have a place to know exactly where they're gonna be glued back down. So this all the way around. Make sure I get my markings. It's like this. I think it's time to get some new markers here. They're getting dried out a little bit. Hold on. All right, fantastic. So now I make my mark here. Now again, what I'm doing is I'm just showing. I'm making these spots to where the pattern is going to go, so I know exactly where everything's going to fall. All right, just like that. Now, we're going to take our craft knife, and I'm going to let me get some poster board too before we start cutting these guys off. What I usually like to do, because the tape is it's frog tape, so it's a low tack, but when you peel everything off, you can stick it right back down onto some poster board, and then trace it out and just cut it, so you can make your template. Real quick. Okay, here we go. We gotta start. Let's get you guys a little bit closer here. I'm just gonna start take a craft knife and just cut right into it. Yeah, hold on, let me get a new blade. When cutting something like this, it's just good to have a new blade. It cuts a lot easier and faster. That's why I buy these guys in bulk. Getting some craft blades. This. That. There you go. Now I have it. I grab it like so. Come on. Peel this up. Just like that. Now, I have this piece. Come to think of it, let me, I have some scrap poster board before we start sticking this on big sheets. Let me grab some scrap real quick here. Yeah, here you go. Some smaller pieces. Here, I'm really big on using scraps. So I have this piece right here. And this is the left side, so I want to make sure I mark this left as well. So I'm going to take this guy and stick it down on some piece of poster board here. Like that. Nice and flat. And let's go ahead and cut the rest of these guys. Same thing. Okay, hold on. That. Peel it up. This time nice and flat. Great. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab me a Sharpie. Realize I got to label these guys. This is left side, so this is 1, and we put a little L for left. 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 Okay. Hey, everybody, really quickly, I want to catch up with chat real quick. When are you streaming? Oh, it's going to go as Ted. When you are streaming, do you feel like it slows down your process? Or do you still work at normal speed? Oh, no, Gundam. It slows down my process. Yeah, guys. Gundam was asking when I'm streaming, does it slow down my process? The answer is yes. When you're working by yourself, I don't have to talk. I don't have to explain anything. I just work. I just go boom, 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 and I just knock things out. So when you're streaming, yes, it does slow things down a bit, drastically. But this is the life I chose. Like, there's projects that I just build. Like when I was doing this this case for the Guyver. These guys are the Guyver Genesis. Hey, thank you so much, Kevin, with your $5 donation. Thank you so much, Kevin, as always. Yes, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad the stream's up and running. There's this when I'm working like this job. I was making these control metal cases. Normally I probably would have probably made a video, like not live stream, but shot some videos or pictures of me building these cases. But I had so much on my plate. I already have several projects I'm doing at the same time. I just thought, I just want to get these things done. So I just went ahead and knocked them out. I definitely took pictures of some certain stages of what I was doing. But, yeah, it's... but the whole point, I have to remind myself sometimes, I'm doing this for the purpose of teaching people. Because I want people... I don't know. There's a phrase I heard, I love it, called gatekeeping. Where people make these attempts, and I mean attempts of gatekeeping something or information, because I always figure that in time people do figure things out on their own, and just because you're not telling them, and the reason you tell people because you think that what you have is some kind of super trade secret or some technique you came up with that makes you better than everybody else. Like, it's just so ridiculous. And eventually people figure it out, and then you're just looked upon as being a jerk because you don't want to share it with the community. And when I first started my YouTube channel, apparently there was a lot of that going on. Not like Bill Durant, but just some people, and a lot of gatekeeping and stuff like that was going on. And people with techniques and whatnot, I just thought it was so ridiculous. And I think between Bill and I and Kamui and everybody, we just started showing people like, hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it. And then when I started watching other people's videos, I realized that some people just kind of like shoot videos, but they kind of glaze over it or don't go into details about what they're doing, which I thought was kind of frustrating. So that's when I started making my videos a little bit more detail oriented, because we just want to... I would just want to show people do techniques. All right. There's not to bring everybody down a little Debbie Downer thing here, but I have cats in our house. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. We just recently got we have a total of 5 cats in the house right now. And the new one's Harley. He's a cat that my daughter rescued from her dad's place. Yeah. And so Anyway, we're kind of like getting them adjusted, but there's these cats we have. We've Joe. We've had the family. When Lydia and I got married almost like 8 years ago, I think. Um, they had like 4 cats, and Joe is the oldest one. He's the boss of the house, and Joe was having some trouble eating and making sounds and whatnot. We took him to a vet, and the vet informed us that he has a mass on his neck, interior, like a growth. And when they say mass, they scanned it and said, well, we can't, we can give him these x-rays and all this stuff, and it costs us a lot of money. So they said that we think it's cancerous. So here's some steroids you can give him. We've been doing that, but we noticed that it's not really changing that much, because they said if it wasn't cancer, it probably would have helped, but I don't think it's helped that much. And so we talked to the vet about bringing him in, and the vet was like, look, like, we're at this point right now where if he's comfortable and he's eating, he seems all right, then that's up to you, because you can either give him chemo, and which is not 100% sure it will work, and like, so it's basically, our cat Joe is on a timer, and he's a sweet cat, and he's a little bit more lethargic because of his mass in his neck. And so when I'm up here working, I can hear him downstairs wheezing, so I'm thinking about him. And so I know we're all going to have this family discussion about when we're going to do it, because he seems pretty good right now, but I just want to make sure we do it before he's super uncomfortable, because he seems to move around, but he is a little bit lethargic, I noticed. So, not to be a Debbie Downer, guys. It's on my mind. That's all. And you guys are my friends, so just wanted to tell you about it. All right, so this is 5 left. I'm sorry, overhead. And the one thing I'm definitely going to do, as you guys can see here, on the actual, these guys, they have an indentation in them. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably cut, because it dips in at a certain point. I'm just going to trace and cut it and push it in and glue it. But I'm going to try to transfer this stuff over and then do it all at the same time. So yeah, you'll see. I'll show you in a second here, guys. You'll almost hear. Hold on. Did I get pictures of this thing with a drone? I can't remember now. All right. Sorry, guys, get this line down. All right. Yeah, this is kind of cool. You can see it coming together, right? I think the spacing might have been a little tighter as I go. Like, but when I was looking, I'm like, nah, it's good enough. I'm like, I might I don't think I need this one. I think I like it. It's this ending here. Because this, I was trying to match the numbers of them, but this looks like a last minute, like an add-on. Because if you look at the original design, where's it? Right here. It just kind of drops off right here. That's where it drops off. So there's nothing. There's really nothing. There's nothing here. It's just this. So I might just not do this one. Might not be the number accurate, but it doesn't really matter. It's like I'm not gonna. That's it. Okay. Alright. Peel that guy off. Fantastic. Now we're going to put this guy down right here. Lay it down nice and flat. Okay, great. Now that they're on poster board, these are our templates. So we have them all numbered and labeled. Tell you what, let's break out some scissors, shall we? All right, I'm gonna cut this down. I'm sorry, guys. We catch up with chat after telling you guys that sad story. People probably asking, "Windows into the craft." Oh yeah, Joe. We'll let you know. Yeah, I know. Sorry to hear that. I lost my dog. Oh, Brian, I'm sorry. I feel for you, Ted. Thanks, buddy. I feel never easy sending positive thoughts. Lydia and I both had animals really close to us. We tried to save, and it bit us in the butt. I know. She had this dog named Martini she loved, and it had some kind of cancer, and she did like chemo to it. It just made its life. She said it just made it miserable and sick, and she was just trying to desperately hang on to this dog, and it just made things worse. And I had a cat named Chupa that was a rescue. And when I mean rescue, it was rescue from my roommate who left and didn't take the cat with her. And so I was like stuck with the cat. So then I'd raised the cat, and we became really, really close, and we had a routine and everything. And then it had an enlarged heart, and the vet didn't like. So I let him keep it overnight and put it in an oxygen tank and stuff like that. And it turned out that just it sustained its like they're like, well, so the cat was traumatized being stuck in an oxygen tank all night. And so I come back the next day, and they're like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, it's just a large heart. We can do this and that. I'm like, you didn't tell me that last night. If I'd known that last night, I would have the cat put down. But you just like, yeah. Anyway, so I was furious. So then, yeah, and then we had our dog Bean, who I loved. Bean. Bean was awesome, and she just died of old age. She had a stroke, and we realized she must have had a stroke before because she had a little sluggish. But then after the second stroke, we had to put her down. And that was sad, but she lived a good solid life, and I don't feel so bad. Bean was great. So when she went really quickly. So same thing with Joe. We just want to make sure it's good for him. And YouTube's audio editing and chat is a little concerning. What? Back to... So you guys said audio is auto editing? I don't really say things. Well, the thing is, it's AI generated, so it's not smart. It edits what it thinks what a dirty word is. So anyway, hey Ronald Quigley, so nice to see you. Been a long time. Found you by accident. Keep up the good. Hey Ronald Quigley. Ronald Quigley, are you the chief from my movie? I shot a movie, guys, decades ago, and I'm still very proud of it. Hey, Ronald, if you did not know this, there's a new version of the movie we redid. It's the Guardian 2.0. And they made a new version of it. Pirate Pictures, Bob and those guys. Over the years, we liked it, but then we were like, the digital technology wasn't quite there. So Wyatt and Bob, those guys at Pirate Pictures, went ahead and went back and said, we want to redo this. We want to make a better quality of the movie because we can do some technology. So they reached out to me, and I agreed to it. And I went and made some new edits. I went back and said, well, if we're going to do that, I want to recut some stuff. So Wyatt helped me with that. And we went back, and he gave me all these notes. And I just cut stuff out of it, and to make the movie move a little faster. And we did it, and he redid it, and it looks spectacular. It looks so much better. So, Ronald, if I was you, if you do me a big favor, reach out to Pirate Pictures, or you can find Wyatt somewhere. Pirate Pictures, I think they're still insane. I think they have a website. I think the Pirate Pictures Media, or Pirate Pictures Production. I reach out to him and say, "Hey, man, I would love a copy of the new version of that movie," and I'm sure they would give you one because it's awesome. Because I think I used to have some. I get it. Yeah. Oh, Becky says, I grew up on a farm, lots of animals over the years, and I just had the best, be practical experience. Okay, I understand, Becky. So nice. Yeah, what's wrong? You give them. It always gives you more than they take. It's editing chat. Okay, got it. I wonder what we could do with these rings. Oh, I don't know, Daniel. What are you gonna do with those rings? Yeah, it's censoring me all the time. Dystopia. Oh my God, I wanted to try the dirty words and see if they would become, but also won't. I want to be banned. Yeah. There's just it's everybody's experimenting with things and technology and stuff. Yeah, it's crap. So, I hope I didn't dirty that word. But yeah, I minimize my talking vulgar sometimes. Morally when I'm doing videos, but on the live streams I might occasionally let something slip, but I don't think it's really a big deal so much. But I'm sorry. Overhead, guys. All right, let me get this all cut out. Let me finish cut these guys out. Right. So what my plan is, when I get these guys all cut out, I'm going to flip them over and retrace them on the other side to get a better layout to where everything's going to fall. And I'm going to, and then one thing is cool because the alien is very organic, so I can get everything relatively close. I don't have to get it perfect, but it's to match the ribbing for the alien warrior head. But I like doing these live streams and making these videos for you guys because when you go back and watch it, I just want to show people the amount of work it takes to make something. It's like, I think people have this illusion, like, everybody, when they make people, the first thing people ask me when I show them something I made, they're always like, how long did it take you? I'm like, it takes as long as it takes. This obsession with doing things quickly or wanting to, like, that comes with doing it a lot and with time and practice. And I've gotten pretty quick at things, but it still takes time, especially when you want to make something really good or detailed. For example, when I originally started on this alien head, I was going to make it smooth. I mean, just paint it, make it look like it's transparent, but not really, because I just didn't want to do all this detail. And then the more I thought about it, I knew that I just loved the alien warriors a lot from Jim Cameron's Aliens. I like the way they looked. And I finally realized that why am I shorting myself on something I really, really want to do? So just out of being convenient and lazy about it. So I thought, no, if I'm going to do this, let's do it right. Sure, it will take longer, but the end result is when people see it, they're going to love it. And they're going to ask me that famous question, how long did it take? I'm like, I'm saying it took a while. It took a while to make this. And you can watch it on video. All right. Okay. So now we have them. We have number 1. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fantastic. You can hear that car, can't you? So the next step is get some push pins, or more likely, I'm sorry, straight pins. And we'll start with number 1. I'll show you that we know this for a fact, and we flip it. And I'll show you. Come over here. So it goes, that spacing goes right here. And then we pin it like that. See, I'm just bashing these teeth up. Sorry, guys. I made these teeth. I'm moving this thing around. I'm just beating the crap out of these teeth. Hold on. Let me get a headstand to put this on so we don't have to keep messing these teeth up. Because when I made this, I made the teeth. I made them out of foam. So every time that the fangs are getting, that's why I put, to protect the foam teeth a little bit, I just smeared super thin super glue on these guys. And so they're really rigid, but I don't want the tips to get crunched and broken. So let's put this on a head bust so I can keep this off the table so the teeth don't get damaged. There we go. A lot easier. Fantastic. So there, like that. Now, see, we do this and it comes down like this. Like that. You pin. See? There you go. That's 1. We get number 2. Same thing. Line it up. Like that. Pin. Come down like that. Got it. Thank you. See? Get number 3. Just like that. Pin. Now, I know normally people with some certain talents that they can just do this by eye, but I'm not that skilled, so I'm just going to make my pattern and flip it. And here's 4. So these poster board pieces you're looking at right now, my plan is to go back and get some 6mm foam. We're going to cut these guys and glue them on and give them the ribbing and whatnot. Like that. Because my plans, I want to have this done, have this alien done for next year's Alien Day. I don't know if I'll have the costume, but at least have the head done, right? So, okay. And that. Good stuff. Oops. I'll make sure this guy's right? Did I do this right? Okay. We can show us the right time. Got that. There you go. And right. There. Okay, good. So now, let's get the fine tip Sharpie here, or more the fine tip roller bin. Oh, sorry. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Frack. Frack friggin'. Goes, will do. You need to direct again. I really enjoyed my time on that set. If you get a chance, have a series out called Bad. I have a series out called Bad Advice on Tubi. Anyhow, I will get a hold of Wyatt and the. Oh man, please do. You all, it's such. We did when we had that new version of the film all done. We did a little screening for it in St. Louis. I was at a convention, and Wyatt and the guys were like, "Hey man, let's show it at the convention." We did. And we packed a little theater in there, and my Bob and Scott, the producers, watched it, and they were just like, "Wow, like it's better," and we can't tell what you cut out. Like exactly. I cut out stuff that was not needed. That's what it was. But you got something on Tubi? That's fantastic, man. Don't teach the machine. Granny Liz here. Haven't been here for ages since making the Red Space Marine. I'm ready for a new project. Oh, wait. Granny Liz, yes. Granny Liz, hi, how you doing? Guys, really quickly, Granny Liz made an amazing... I made a Space Marine helmet years ago. I made a video on it, and Granny had a child, grandson, I think it was, maybe, and wanted to... they loved Warhammer, so watching my video, they reproduced what I built, and they did a fantastic job making their kid, grandson, a Space Marine helmet, and they sent me pictures. It looked amazing. I was so... That was, like, to me, was the ultimate acknowledgement of what I do. Is like, I want to take somebody who knows nothing about building and make them build something by following my videos, and they did it. It was fantastic. So thank you so much, Granny, for being here. Thank you. Wonderful. Thanks for reaching out. Excuse me, I'm just make your hack. Sometimes you just have to do it. That's right, man. Okay. All right. So now, but yeah, Granny, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you for hanging out today. Thank you for joining us. I still make videos. I'm working on one right now. But this is, I try to keep my, to keep up with the algorithm. It's really kind of hard to keep up because I don't make his videos as fast as I used to. And if I do, I get them up occasionally. So what I do to keep the algorithm up and my streams going is to do my live streams here on YouTube. And I do every Sunday at 9 a.m. And I kind of try to like keep people documenting what I'm doing. I'm still recording. I can't believe this. Here, let's go back overhead. All right, so now we're going to take the our little uniball and just... Oops, sorry. Stop, okay. Trace these guys like this. Uh-huh. Oh, what? Hold. All right. Okay. The one thing great about pattern making is that when you make one side, instead of just trying to eyeball this, you just make a pattern and you flip it. Therefore, you get more of an accurate representation of what you're trying to do. And this is a perfect example of it. Just, I kind of eyeballed this, freehanded everything, and once I got to where I liked it, then I went ahead and just made my patterns and then flipped them over, just like this. Just like that. there we go. Now, remove them. Okay. It's kind of exciting because you can see this slowly coming together now. Yep. Okay, there it is. It's coming together. So this space in here, there can be some ribs. I have an idea for that, but we're not, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we have this done. Let's go ahead and peel this tape off. But before we peel the tape off, we need to trace those lines as well. So let me turn this around real quick. Right. We're going to do the same thing. It's going to trace. Because when I go to make these guys out of foam, I want to have a guideline to where I have to glue these guys down. So, all right. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Here we go. Like that. Here we go. Got it. Come on. There we go. Got it. Okay. I have some plan for some tubing too, so let's talk about that in a second here. All right. I see a lot of foam clay in my future. Doing a lot of filling in some gaps and things with some foam clay. So hold on, almost there. Okay. So now it's done. We go ahead and take the tape off. There. Like that. That. Come on. Okay, wait. Hold on. one thing I did not do, which is not that difficult, is I need to do the other side of the, here, where's that marker? For the, here, on the face, there's a line here on the tubing, which is not that difficult to really do. It's this spot right here. It comes from here, inside the eyeball. It comes from right there, right? Then comes up. Yeah. And goes about there, right? Comes up here like this. Then comes from there down like this guy. Yeah, that's it. Just kind of plot this out real quick. Got it. Okay. Just wanted to match this line here where the tubing's going to go. Now, let's take this off. I have to take this off the base here. Let's move the head real quick. So my next thing I'm thinking about, there's a lot of things you want to do, but you try to think about the stage or the order you want to do things in. There's all this piping and tubing we're going to do, but we don't want to do that. I think that's going to probably be the last thing we do. So it's all this stuff here, like all these foam pieces. This stuff gets recessed. This is the thing I've been noticing. That what I want to do is I'm thinking to cut the foam, push it down and glue it in place. For example, let me show you what I'm thinking here. To create this texture without going too crazy on things, like cutting here and then pushing the foam in. I think, let's see, I want to cut right here. I'm going to cut right on this line, all the way through, like this, nice and straight, up and down. So when I cut in, I'm going to make sure the blade's straight up and down, like that. Just keep going, not at an angle. It's got to be straight up and down, like this. And I want to do just mostly in the middle here, like that. Like that. Now, the reason I do that is so I can push this in like that. See how I got that little bit of a lip there? And I do this like this, right? And I glue it. But then see, but if I do that, how's it going to look any different than... Because I'll get the same effect if I just glue the ribbing on there too, right? So I guess what it was, when you get all these guys glued on, I want some kind of deviation in this. If you look in here, there's kind of a divot into them. So I'm wondering, yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Again, how do you know it's a mistake until you try? So, these guys are going to protrude. So I'll make these out of 6mm foam. These will come up and stick out. And then once I do that, I can, because this is weird, you guys can kind of see it. You guys can see it. Really, get close here. Get close enough for you guys. It's kind of an indentation. It's like a, it's this weird, like, here to show. Let me draw for you guys. It's got this weird thing that goes in the center like this, kind of dips in. And I'm thinking I could probably cut a piece of foam, like a piece that sits in here like that, and then cut and stuff it. Yeah, I might just do that. That might be the simple solution, because I just want to create this texture, but I don't want to go too nuts damaging the shape I have already. So tell you what, let's go ahead and glue this back here. Hold on, let's just glue this back. And how we just do this. Just glue this with some super glue. Yeah. When in doubt, just super glue it. Right? Like that. There you go. Problem solved. Yeah, so I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's cut all these pieces out and start adding them. All right, that's going to be our plan. And we don't need this back here. Let's take this tape off. Let's put this head aside. Okay, and now we have some. Let's take this opportunity and clean the desk. Sorry, let me catch up with chat real quick. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm in the work zone today. Get on it, idiot. Thank you. Made my day. You remembered me. Lives help with ours. Hey, Much Props. How you doing? Hey guys, real quickly, a big shout out to my friend Much Props. Much Props. How you doing, my friend? Much Props. Again, thank you so much. A long time ago. Well, not that long ago. A while back. You made a video about like just between work and making videos. It was just kind of like becoming exhausting because it was like trying to chase the algorithm and trying to make money out of it. And it was just such this wicked beast of a machine. And I want to take this time now to have you here. I want to tell you that I understand your frustration and that I've come to realize that at a certain point where I make these videos, to mostly for my insanity because I love making stuff. I can never stop making stuff, but I want to educate people. But as if for trying to make money, it's like I have to still do some movie work, and I do conventions, I do appearances for that, I do all kinds of stuff like that, and it's and selling patterns. But it's really hard to make because YouTube keeps changing, and they just what they want you to do for the algorithm to make stuff to where it's to where you can actually make money from is insane. Unless you're just sitting up and doing talking or putting on makeup, that's about it. If you can post something daily or weekly, you know, this guy Gary Vaynerchuk is just like, oh yeah, you got to post every day. You got to post like 3 or 4 times a day. I'm like, dude, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. It's like you can post garbage all day long, but it's easier than it says. But anyway. Oh, Kierlene says 64 says they love Alien and says that you are building is looking cool on Twitch. Hey Twitch again, everybody, really quickly. Thank you so much, everybody who's following me on Twitch. Thank you for staying there and with your continued support. I am simulcasting right now, so I stream on my YouTube channel and Twitch at the same time. So I have both of them. Unfortunately, I don't have chat open. I know there's people like that try to do both. I can't do 2 chats. So I'd narrow it down to 1. So I'm on YouTube chat. But if you guys do want to pop over and say hi, or want to say hello or ask me questions, pop over here on YouTube on the Evil Ted channel. But again, thank you so much, guys, for your continued support. Thank you. Right now, ouch, I stuck myself an X-Acto blade. We're going to be making some patterns. All right, let's get back to this really quickly. Overhead. Start recording. All right, I got some, is that 6 mil? Yeah, this is 6mm foam. I'm going to start cutting out some pieces. So we're going to take our templates that we made off the alien head here. Make sure we have everything here. And we're going to trace them. Right, hold on. Let me get my 1, 2, 3 box. I know in the early days I used to pin them down, but now I'm just like, yeah. So, let's get up and close and personal. There we go. Oh, sorry. Get you guys all set up. All right. So we have this guy right here is number 1. And put a block on him like that. And like that. And so I just trace this. Like that, right? Shift the blocks over here. And again, this is what makes it so great when you're doing stuff on poster board and not paper, because you just put your on the edge. And so this is, we know for a fact that's 1 and that's left. Then we flip it over. See, I try to maximize all my foam as much as possible, like that. Put a block on it. And a block on it. And we trace. Shift the block here, got that. Excellent. And then we do number 1 and we make this a right. So we're going to do this over and over again. Set this guy aside and let's go to number 2 and do the same thing. So now you guys know what I'm doing. I can leave the camera up here so I can talk to you guys at the same time. What type of pin are you using on the mark on your foam? Oh, dude. These are uniballs, dude. I love these things. Hold on. Overhead. Uniball signature. Uniball Signo, and they're white. Just type in this. Matter of fact, much props, do me a favor. Go to my go to my YouTube channel and click on my Amazon link. The Miracle Pen. Yes, please. Before you buy it, though, all I ask as a favor is that when you buy it, just go through my Amazon link. Therefore, it takes you to your account, and then when you buy it, I get kickback. Therefore, my passing my education on to you, I get a little kickback. Affiliate links on the site. Please, please, please. It's the simplest thing that people can do. If you guys really love what I'm doing and want to help me, please, by all the time, will do. Thank you. Much props. Yeah, just anything, little things. Going to my Amazon thing, or if you want to buy stuff for Christmas or the holidays for your family, before you start doing your holiday shopping, please, please, please go to my website, eviltedsmith.com. Click on my Amazon link, and that'll take you to your Amazon link, so that every time you do any shopping through my link, I get kickback, which helps me massively. So please, guys, costs nothing to you, but I get kickback. It shows Amazon that people like me and you guys want to support me. So that's great. So thank you. It's little things you guys can do. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the patterns are doing really well too. I've noticed people buying my patterns. I got my frantically working on the monster egg pattern. Get this thing. I got to finish this video, guys, and get back on that. My problem is I have multiple things in work at the same time, and I realized I need to make a schedule, and I always try to make a schedule, and I realized I have to do it weekly. So what I'm going to do is I sent away from a dry erase board. I'm making a dry erase board, and it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on it permanently. I'm going to write down all the tasks I need to do that week, and then as I go through, I can erase them off, or like check them off as I do them daily. But yeah, it gets to be a little bit overwhelming. So I make these cool schedule things, and I realize, no, so next thing you know, I get a job or I get a convention, and everything gets derailed. So I figured I need to plan weekly. So whatever I want to do, I can do it. I just got to sit down. I have a list of jobs. I have a job list of things I have to do. Going through fan mail, going to website, going to Foam Fanatics, checking on that, like the whole things, like all these little things I need to do every week. I just need to write them down on the days I need to do them on, and then check them off. Because sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. That's where Peter came in. I have my friend Peter, who's my assistant, who came in to be a massive help when I started. When I finally realized I was a little overwhelmed. And Peter does help me with mostly the con stuff, like when I'm getting ready to do stuff. Booking flights, traveling, managing my table, workshops. I was always trying to convey to him how difficult the workshops are sometimes. And we did a convention at C2E2 in Chicago, and they kind of roped us into something that we didn't really agree on. We agreed to be doing workshops, and they ended up making we ended up doing like 6 a day. It was ridiculous. So yeah, it was a bit much. It was like, yeah, we ended up doing it was like massive. We ended up doing like 3 shops. I think we're doing 3 workshops a day. It was insane. It was exhausting. And so Pete was like, wow, that was, I said, yeah, because they took advantage of us, is what they did. No, that's right, Ted, not left, that's right. Hold on, make this. It wasn't his fault. It's just that he got roped in, and I told him, I said, this is what you have to watch out for, because you agree to something, but you got to make sure you stay on top of it, because they'll get you to do stuff that's not really, yeah. But anyway, long story short. Oh wait, did you just do Ted's left? Damn it, that is left. Sorry guys, getting distracted. All right, so that's number 2. Where's number 1? So number 1's done. Throw it in the pile. Okay, we're going to number 3. All right. So what the trick is, when I do stuff, you have to label each one right and left so you know which one you have, because it does get a little confusing when you're making these patterns, which one's which. So that's always big. I can't tell you how much that when you're working, you have to label what you're working on, because you get that arrogance of like, oh, I'll know which part this is, and like, no, you won't. You think you'll know, and then when you get down to it, you're just like, wait, what is this? What part is this? Just all squiggly lines, people. Just squiggly lines. All right, and this is 3, and that's left, and then we flip it just like that. And it's gonna be right. Now there's a time when I used to do this stuff, and it would take a rotary tool and grind all the edges off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bevel the edges and then glue them down. Let's see. So that's 3. That's right. Okay. That's done. Other things to say is I need to get those. I have a box. Much Prop says, I will never go back. You'll never go back. You'll never go back. Much Prop says, I do too. It's nice and a little surprise every so often. Ah, cool. Thank you, man. I already spoke to Kevin about the elements in case. Oh, I missed it. So, okay, thank you. Becky says, I have already printed out that and write on my do list on my keeps the same. Oh, because I have a weekly printout. I write and do the list And it keeps me saying, dude, Becky, I know. I need it. It's so funny. I need to make a list I can just print out. You're absolutely right. I was like, I just was going to get a dry erase board. Like I just do like a dry erase board and driving down. Just taking a lunch break from my build, and I wanted to watch the match. Oh, much props. Thank you so much. I'm just like you, man. Just a guy who just does this and does it a lot. Can't go wrong with that. Others go to church on Sunday. I watch Evil Ted. I've been trying to get to Illinois. I've been trying to get you to Illinois Comic Con in Peoria, but no luck. Here's the thing, dude. Don't stop. It's not. It's just that, it just takes a lot of people, and you stick being consistent, Brian. Don't give up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Always. Oh, I saw your Geiger case. It's amazing. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. That was a crazy build. Hold on, let me catch up. Much Prop says, what's the best social to direct messages to you? I have something interesting in works and would love to ask you. Oh my God. Much props. You can, do we exchange phone numbers? I thought we did. If not, you can message, I think we're on, would you follow each other on Instagram? Because I found that you can direct message me on Instagram, and I chat with there's a lot of people I'm friends with that I just chat with on Instagram. It's crazy. It's just like direct messaging. 1, 2, 3. Where's number 4? Here's number 4. I'm gonna trace this real quick. So no, always find a great way to chat with people. Anyway. Oh, you do? Fantastic. Yeah. Hold on. Let me find you real quick. Much props. Let's do something really quick while I have you here. Much props. Yeah, there you are. We can talk anytime. Fantastic. Yeah, I think I just reached it. It goes, I'm free to talk anytime you like. I am the foundation of information. I'm a fountain of information when it comes to you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can do that, man. Okay, fantastic. You got it. All right. Get back to tracing here real quick. Alrighty. Yeah, I like doing this stuff because it's just like my goodness gracious. Again, everybody, thank you so much for the subscription. That's Art with Aaron. Thank you so much, Aaron, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you. That's awesome. That was from my Twitch. If you guys are watching me on twitch.tv/eviltedsmith. I also stream on YouTube at the same time. I have my chat open on YouTube. So if you guys do want to say hi and hello, again, everybody on Twitch, thank you so much for support. Thanks for hanging out. I'm working on my alien head today. And I do simulcast. I stream on both of them channels. But I have my chat open just on Twitch. I'm sorry, on YouTube. So if you do want to pop over and say hello, thank you so much. But again, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. When I hear Who Let the Dogs Out, I know for a fact that is my Twitch stream. Oh my God, it's an oldie but a goodie. 4 left. Okay. Thank you again. That's so awesome. We are making the rib details right now for the top of the alien head. Have you guys watched Alien Earth yet? People out there? I really like it. My friends, I have a couple, well, my friend Graham, he's like, if nobody's, I don't want to talk about it too much if people haven't seen it, because I did enjoy it. I'll be honest with you, I was really pleasantly I was pleasantly surprised that they're just doing something. Because I always tell people, you're going to throw an alien in, but you need to do something to make them a little bit more interesting to watch, as opposed to just making Alien over and over again. You know, it's like you just can't keep making Alien over and over again. So they're not. They're making a different story. So I'm actually very happy with that. So we got 5 and 6. Got 2 more. Here we go. But making this alien head, I'm really, really happy it's coming together. It's taken me a while. I gotta admit, one of my cakes sculpt decorated a xenomorph head on a cake base. Oh my god, man, that's amazing. I've seen people make cakes and do stuff that like sculptural stuff. There's a girl I follow on Instagram that makes these amazing cakes. She did a face hugger with an egg for a cake. They make the cake and then it's all marzipan, what they use for the frosting. What they make these, it's amazing. They make these sculptures that are gonna get destroyed eventually. It's just, it's the same. I love watching Ted's videos of him at cons walking around with his alien. I'm working on it. I would. It's like, yeah, I'm working on it. I would love to have this make costume. Here we go. I'll try to get back to tracing real quick here. Somebody was asking me earlier, do I build slower? I'm like, yeah, I'm chatting with people. So do you find that you build slower when you're streaming? And the answer is yes, because I do chat and stop and talk to people. When you're working by yourself, you don't have to talk to anybody. So yes, it's. But again, I wouldn't change this for the world. I want to say that you guys kept me sane for a long time, and especially during COVID. When COVID hit, and we were all just like stuck in our homes and stuff, and having this community and hanging out with you guys, keeping us sane and keeping being creative and just trying to keep above water. But I was not to scare people or scare myself. Is that the industry is going through transformation right now, and there's literally no work in California, and they're making, people are like, oh, they're shooting like 50 TV shows. I'm like, yeah, 50 TV shows are in Hollywood. That's nothing. So it's not, the work is dried up and it's dead and nobody's shooting here because it's expensive. And one of the main reasons is a thing called Film LA. There's a company that provides permits and they're just money laundering guys. They just take money from people and they gouge you and charge you for things you really don't need. And and they basically make it so difficult to shoot here that people don't shoot here. So they just move. And everybody's like, oh, tax incentives, blah, blah. That's not, don't go after tax incentives. You got to go after the guys that make the shooting permits that make it too damn expensive to shoot here. Yeah, because they charge stuff you don't need. And it needs to be, contract needs to be transparent. But that's the biggest problem right now. And they're just like, they're not addressing the issue. But anyway, it's California. What do you want? Speaking of build much prop, you got those sonic rings. Oh, I think T is really the star of Alien. I love the eyeball. Oh, the eyeball midge thing. Everybody loves that too, because that thing is apparently the more intelligent creature, life form. It's tiny, but it's intelligent and manipulates. How it's tied in with the xenomorphs, we don't know if it is at all. It might be a completely different life form. Once it gets broken, Tusk, Predator, Hot Toys, planning to make and design my first rebuild. Oh, nice. Tariffs, yeah. The all-seeing eye, yeah. Yeah, I really dig it. I dig the show a lot. I'm having a good time with it. It's a lot of fun. That's 5 right. right. And get 6. Oh, you guys are almost there. We're almost there. Stay with me. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's do this first here. No, do it right. So left, right here. So put this on here. That is 6, right? And then we flip. That. Yeah, like that. Like that. And 6, and like that. And last but not least, number 7. It's our last one. Right and left. Sure, I can squeeze that guy right in here, like this. Oh, last night, when I was at the Halloween party, I went to I wore my feral ghoul costume, which I think I got a better picture of it, of my daughter and I in the costumes. Hold on, let me see if I can find it really quick. The only thing was they had that fake smog and as fog was going everywhere. I wanted to. I got a picture of us together. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. There we are. It's my daughter, Phantom of the Opera, and I am my ghoul. Check out those feet, and the suit's all dirtied up now. My big hands and feet. It's a good costume. I can't. Once I put it on, the things I've learned from it, it's like I'm happy with it. Getting the gloves on, once it's on, it's great. But it's really difficult to get on and get off because it's super tight around the wrist. Hey, the modifier. Hey, Ted. I've been lurking out there watching you between putting up gravestones and skeletons. That's right, dude. Guys, that's John the Modifier. I was at his house in Chicago. You got a great little neighborhood for that, for kids. Do you have kids in your neighborhood? A lot of them? I hope so. Dress up the yard. I went to a Halloween party last night, and they had this place totally decked out. I really hope they do. It's great because Halloween, did my party last night, and that was pretty much it. I am done. All right, this is number 7, and then I gotta do a little one here. Do you do a right, do a left, and we're done. And we'll cut these guys up. All right. Oh, you. Thank you. I know. I'm gonna try to. I have a picture of it, but I needed to like do a proper photo shoot of the actual costume. Um, because it'd be nice to have a photograph of it. Because I think I might bring like the head and stuff on display for Anime LA. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't. They have announced I'm officially going yet. I gotta work out the bugs. Those guys. All right. And that's 7, right? Like this. Okay. All right, there you go. Sorry. Trying to figure out what I was going to do here. Oh, that's right. I got to record this really quick. Bring this up. All right. All right, we have everything traced out. This is a 6mm TNT foam. Now we're going to cut these guys out. What I'm going to do, here's got some scissors. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take my knife. There's 2 ways of doing this. I thought about beveling and just gluing them down, but it's just so narrow, it's ridiculous because it's not. So I'm just going to cut these guys out and then just take a sanding drum tone would probably be the way to go. Yeah, let me take a look here. Let's see. Let's cut one and take a look at it first. Hold on. Let's figure this out before we start going crazy. Make my plan here. Where's number 1? Oh, here's number 1. Up here. Like that. Okay. Okay. And cut this guy like this. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I'm looking at these peaks and they seem very round. When you look at them, they're very focus. Focus. How do you? Yeah. There's. They're very focus. Yeah, they're very pronounced. So I might just cut them and round off the edges. So yeah, I think so. So what I'll do is on the edges, yes, here's my plan. Hear me out. There's a method to my madness. On the edges, they're going to make contact on the tops and bottoms. We'll cut a steep bevel on this guy like that, right? So I'm going to take my knife like this. Because it does kind of feather off a little bit, right? So, going to do that. See? And that. We're going to do like that. And then we'll cut these guys straight up and down like this. Like that. There we go. And then, same thing here. Bevel that. With edge, and then we do this too. Straight up and down. Like that. And we do this. Oh, come on. All right, now we did this. Let's take a stone bit. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's do a stone bit. Let's try a stone bit. I got my. Ooh, it's a sanding drum. That might be a bit much. Because see, the thing with the sanding drum is it does remove foam faster, but it also leaves a lot of grooves on it. And I just want to have it kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I want to do a rough stone bit so I can just run off the edges with a stone bit and just call it done. Let's try that. Okay. So guys, excuse me, I'm going to mute this so it doesn't deafen you. All right, we got these guys shaped up. So now the next step is, let's glue them down and take a look at them. So this is going to be section number 1. All right, hold on. Bring this camera back up. All right, here we go. Going to apply contact cement to this spot right here. And over here. There's a thing I have to think about now as I realize there's some tubing that has to run from here to here. So I have to run the tubing, but hold on, let me grab some timber real quick here. I have this plastic tubing that I'm going to use. Now I know what people are thinking, how do you glue this to foam? And the trick is you don't actually glue this to foam. You use this slit in here, like this little slot right here, and you cut a thin strip of foam and you glue the thin strip facing up on these pieces, and then you split the tube and you put the tube on top of the slit and you glue that. So you glue that to the foam strips, therefore it stays in place. Because if you try to glue this, it just rolls and pops off. So that's the catch up with chat really quickly. Brian goes, you make it look so easy. Again, that's because I do this a lot, Brian. I only make it look easy because I've done this for a long time. Where are those pieces? So I applied glue to that. Let me apply glue here real quick on these guys too. It's just you do it a lot, and I realize I need to order some barge thinner today because I'm running out of supplies. So I have a very thin layer here, like this. All right, got this. And got it. So good. Like that. All right. Let that dry for a little bit. I'm going to catch up with chat really quickly, guys. I got to get these sci-fi Patreons. Stone bits, yeah, stone bits are great. Here's the thing. This particular stone bit I like. It's rough. I wish they had longer, rough ones. I have some stone bits here. I have this guy. This shaft here I really like a lot. It's just not as rough as the big one here. I need I think this might be pretty good. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna switch bits here, guys, and try this one because the problem with the shorter ones, you can make grooves. You don't want to put grooves in it. Yeah, let's get a hair dryer on this too. Let's speed this up a little bit. This is the right side, right? Right on the edge like this, right? That's the left. Just like that. Line it up. See? Just like that. Perfect. Okay, now I just bring it down slow. And this as it sticks down like that. Perfect. Comes down and around like that. Comes right to this edge like this, and it tapers off like that. Perfect. See? Same thing over here. Comes down like that. And drops. Push it. Push down like that. All right. Look at that. There you go. 2 down. Oops, sorry. It's coming back up. Still, glue's still a little wet. I want to push it down a little bit more. Just got to do this 14 more times. So we have our technique. I like it. I'm just going to take the stone bit, round up the edges. I'm going to do that to all the pieces. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue them down. Here, let me bring this camera up. Like this. Bring it up a little higher so you guys can see better. There we go. Better. Okay. Okay. Here's the plan. We go ahead and we round this off. This looks great. I like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do it to all the other pieces, and then we're going to glue them on. Then once we get them glued on, then we'll start making an attack plan of what we're going to be doing next. So let's go ahead and start with this first. Get this all finished up. Yeah, there you go. What was it? Yeah, that takes a lot of the work. Yes, it does. Yeah, this is all right. This is going to work. I got the rib on there. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. I do have a plan for up here. I'm going to make some little bones. Like I'm going to sculpt like a set of like a length of bones, like little bony things, and make a stone mold, and then cast them out of rubber, and then just like cast them in his glue, because I'm not going to make a bunch of these little spine things. It's just like ridiculous. Because the original Giga, when he took real bones. He had bones. He just stuck bones on here and molded around them. The green rubber bits, I have those, Becky. They're great for polishing. Not so much. I haven't much luck with. I like them because they polish things down a little bit. But I'll experiment with them, babe. You're not the only one, Becky, that told me about the green bits. I have some. I just don't use them. I guess either use them on higher speed, maybe. But I like them. They're rounded, and they're longer and rounded. So, but I have a rounded bit too. But they're just not as rough. I like a rougher abrasive head. I need to start buying a couple more, and just buy some various different stone bits and play with them. Oh yeah, definitely. They're perfect for polishing smooth, Becky. You're right. That makes things really smooth, really glassy. I like that too, especially on the edges, like taking the edges down and stuff. It does polish them up really nice. But yeah, this looks great, guys. I got this is one of many we're going to be doing, so I'll get this going. So. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was a fun stream. I'm going to start documenting bits and pieces of this build so that Yeah, because I'm just doing things in waves like the tubing. Will probably be the last thing I do. I'm thinking about because once we get the ribs in, there's like this weird thing inside the ribs, which I think will probably end up making patterns and doing the same thing I did with the ribs. Is I can see there's an indentation or something like that. It's a little weird indentation thing, but I don't want to do that until we get the guy. But yeah, it looks great. Hey, the mighty Samsonite, how you doing, man? He goes, Ted, bad timing. You're just signing off. Well, I'm wrapping up. I stream from like 9 to 11, my friend. Every Sunday, I try to. Every night from 9 to 11, I get a dent. Mighty Samsonite, let me show you what I did today. I made a pattern for where the bones are going to lie on the alien warrior head. We got that going, and I started cutting some pieces for it. And then when I start adding some little details and things to them, it's going to be for my alien warrior. It's going to be foam fabricated, and then I had my friend at work on one of the Alien 3 or something like that. He had one of the tongues, and I told him, I said, I'm probably not going to be putting a tongue in mine because I'm making this strictly as a costume, and I'm going to do what they did for the original Aliens that have the mouth open and have that where the actor looks out of. I'm just going to be the same thing. I'm going to have a costume and then have it to where I can, I'm going to make a neck piece. There's some images I need to grab too. There's an alien head. Somebody had like a 3D file of an alien head, but they had the neck. For Aliens 3, they had this little neck collar. No, not neck, head collar. It's the thing they wear around their head to hide their head, and they'd have because basically from nose down, you got to hide this. So there's a pattern for it. I saw somewhere online, somebody had a 3D printer, a pattern, something like that. So I'm going to use as a reference. I'm going to make a foam head cover that drops on, but I'm going to do like kind of do with my ghouls. I'm going to have a spandex hood, like a spandex hood and a head thing, and it's going to slip over my head, and it's going to attach. I'll probably put Velcro tabs or something on it. It's going to slip down and Velcro into the body and then the rib cage. So, and I'm just going to come up to here, so my eyes are going to be in the looking out the mouth, and Rick says, will you be releasing the basic pattern for this head, something to give us? It's out there. You guys, go to Evil Ted's Foam Fanatics. Evil Ted's Foam Fanatics. It's a Facebook group I have. If you haven't already joined, when you do join, just ask. It asks you 2 questions when you join. If you guys are on Facebook, get on Facebook. Go to Evil Ted Foam Fanatics. When you join, it asks you 2 questions. All I ask you, answer the 2 questions, and it lets you in. I just do the question thing. It cuts down the bops and the trolls. It really does help. So please answer the questions, and then boom, you're in. And then when you get on the phone, look in the files, and there's a alien head pattern volume. Like the friend that helped me, he had that. He tweaked it, fixed it a little bit better. And there's a alien head 2 pattern. Alien 2 or V2 or it's version 2. Alien version 2. It is a PDO, it's a Pepakura file that you can download and you can print out and put it all together. Yeah, spandex hoods I love spandex hoods with eye holes. Yep. So I'm gonna have a spandex hood and then slip it on and make my neck collar thing. That'll be something I have to work. Dude, today I'll jump online because there's images of it. I should have saved them. I'll find them because I have found some images when I was building this thing, but I was on my PC and I wasn't really smart about saving things. I'm still learning. I used to be a Mac guy for years, and my Mac finally crapped out, and they're so damn expensive that I just gave up. So I'm trying to train myself to work on PCs. It's a little bit of a uphill battle, but I'm getting there. So again, right, if you guys are watching this on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out and staying with me on Twitch. And Ricky's like, oh, dude, yeah, really, please go. If you're already there, please check it out. There's a file for that. And again, it's a basis. It gets you started. It's there. I think he who did I can't remember his name, but he made the pattern originally. He modified it and then fixed it up a little bit, and you can start with it, but it's definitely, it'll give you a base because you definitely have to do some work to it. Like I didn't like the mouth, so I changed the mouth a lot on it and things. It's just you get started and you can start cutting and gluing and moving things around. Like I ended up making I changed the skull, made things a little bit more steeper. Yeah. Wait a minute. It's Gundam says, William Shakespeare's Eudomorph head pattern he's on YouTube, Etsy. Oh, did somebody make what's his name? Ricky White. Hold on. I'm intrigued. Because I might want to check that out. Because I like looking for other people. Like I can see somebody, because I'm wondering if somebody made a better pattern. If there's somebody that has a better pattern out there, I would direct them to it. Because I had to do so much work to my Pepakura one. I was like, ugh. Yeah. Oh, man, much props. Man, buddy, thanks for coming by and hanging out today, man. I appreciate that. Please, reach out to me on Instagram. Let's talk, okay? Because I think we have a phone number. I think I have your phone number. Let's set up a plan. If you have questions for me, man, let's talk. I'm here to help, man. That's what I love doing, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I will catch you back next time right here in the Evil Ted channel. See y'all.